still trying to wrap my head around the fact that the child support tables are actually considering an intact family and there's no parenting time built into them. I was thinking about the section in the child support guidelines that talks about modification. And specifically, it says no petition to modify child support may be filed by either parent within a period of 2 years from the date of the final order on a previous petition to modify by the same parent, except when, and then it has A, B, and C, and it has 3 times when you can go outside of that 2 year waiting period. The first one is a non-custodial parent has failed to exercise the court-ordered visitation. And then, of course, the next one is the parent has exercised a greater amount of visitation than was provided in the court order. And then the other one is involuntary loss of income. But I was thinking about this and I thought, and just hear me out for a minute, if the table assumes the basic child support obligation table assumes that the non-custodial parent has 0 parenting time. Is this saying that if that same non-custodial parent fails to exercise their visitation, you can come back in and ask for more child support because they didn't exercise their visitation, even though, unless there was a deviation on Schedule E, a parenting time deviation, the table already assumes they have no visitation.
I have had that exact thought more than once. I think you are completely correct. I think it's in there because the notion of a parent opting out of their parenting time is sort of repugnant, and it gives the option to um,
Punish?
punish.
So
I
you're
also
supposed to pay more money if you don't exercise visitation, but our chart assumes you get no visitation anyway.
I think you're reading that completely correctly. Um,
It
I
just
think
doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, I agree. I think that's been a flaw from the beginning. I've had that discussion with a judge a time or two over the years when I've had that issue sort of come up. Um,
Mhm.
I don't, I haven't really gotten anywhere with it.
So I
But
would like to.
I think you are I think you are pointing out a flaw in the system, and I think you are pointing it out correctly for what it's worth, in my
So
opinion.
it's really not new business because it really comes down to the parenting time deviations and all of those things that we're already been working on and that y'all been working on for years. So I won't call it new business, but I want to specifically make sure that when we're addressing all this, we address with Dr. Venora and with the commission and with these subcommittee members here, we specifically address that modification section of the child support guidelines where it talks about actually, being able to modify because the non-custodial parent's not exercising their court ordered visitation. So I'd really like to make sure that we don't miss looking at whether or not any of that language needs to be changed as well.